Hello, welcome back. It's been a while. Today, we are just going to have a relaxing time of doing KenKen puzzles. So, for those of you who haven't played them before, you're about to see it. It's kind of like Sudoku. Sudoku. It's basically a square, and the numbers I'm going to do 9 by 9. The numbers, you can only use the numbers 1 through 9 once in every row, in every column, but then there will be subsections that use a math operation to total a number, and that will give you hints on what numbers go there. So I'm going to do 9 by 9, this, and the hardest level possible. Let's go. I'm going to zoom in a little to make this bigger. Okay. So some of them are easy, like that says 6 and it's only one square, so that has to be a 6. Other ones, like 8 with subtraction, since this is the numbers 1 through 9, that has to be a 1 and a 9 there because 9 minus 1 is 8. Nothing else makes sense. So this is just for my notes, so I could keep track of everything. 30 with only 2 has to be 5 times 6. Is there anything else that's easy I can knock out? Okay, this has to be the numbers 1 through 4. I think, does a 7 need to go in here? I think so. Let me just check the calculator to make sure. 252 divided by 7. Yes, 7 can go there. I don't know what else will be in there because 36 with 3, including a corner, can be made of a lot of different combinations, but I know a 7 has to go somewhere in there. I think that also needs a 7. 721, so is that 2 7s? 47 divided by 7. Yeah, so 2 7s. So since 7s can't go in the same row or column, it has to be 7. 7, 3. Okay, 225. So 252, 7s, 225, that has to have 2 5s in it, right? So that means a 5 has to go there. And 225 divided by 25, 9. Okay, so it has to be a 9 1. It can't be a 3 3 because 3s can't go in the same row. Okay, so 5, 9. I know a 1 can't go in there because 1's going in this part of the column. That could either be 9 1, 5 9 1. 384 is not divisible by 7. 4. Yeah, it's not divisible by 9 either. Yeah. Since it's 4 numbers long, is there only one way to make it up by 4 numbers without reusing any of them? 48. Okay, that would be 6 4 2 to not reuse. What about 384? I use a 3. Okay, that's 128. Okay, so it has to be 8. Well, that makes it easier if we already ruled out a 6 in that square. 2 4 6 8. Oh, okay, and that has to be an 8 and 2 because the only other options 1, 4, or 8 and 2 to get when you divide by 4 something, or when you divide the numbers, you get 4. And 1 is taken, so it has to be an 8 and 2. It also only leaves, what, 2 numbers left for this? 1, 2, 3, 4? Okay, 3, 4. That makes 7, so 12 minus 7. 5. Can I figure anything else out yet? It seems like we're getting close to figuring out 9 because 9 can't go in here, 9 can't go in here. But I don't know if it goes in here or here. Oh, this has to be made of an 8 and 9. Okay, and then since 8 can't go there, that must be a 9, and that must be an 8. Okay, this can't be 9, 4, 8, 3, 2, 7. So this has to be 1 and 6, and since a 1 can't go there, be 6, 1, 9, I have 1. I don't want to call this easy because I don't want to jinx it. But we are off to a good start. 1, 2, I'm figuring out what else needs to be here. 1, 2. Okay, so 2 is missing. 3, 4, 5. Okay, this has to use the 5 because 5 can't go in there. And I think it also needs the 2 because if it was a 4, 4 plus 5, that's 9. It only leaves a 1 left, but a 1 can't go there. So the 2 of 5, that's 7. So that must be a 3. 4. I don't know yet if that's a 2 or an 8 because either one, if you divide 4 by 2, that gives you 2. If you divide 8 by 4, that gives you 2. So I don't know which one of those, but I can narrow it down a little. And that only leaves, that means a 2 or 8 get used up because they have to end up in one of those places. So what else is missing? 1, 2, 3, 4 is missing. 5, 6. Okay. 4 or 6. We can't rule either one out because this could be a 6 and 1. Okay, can we figure out anything else? I don't know about in this column yet. I want to figure out if that's an 8, 2 or a 4 and 1. I don't know yet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be 7. It's 252. 2, 6. 38. 36 is not divisible by 8. Okay, so 8 can't go in there. 8 can't go in there. So 8 has to go in there. That could either be a 7 or a 9. And 7 can't go in 36 either, so that has to be a 7. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that makes that definitely 1 and 4 because it can't be 2, 2. This cannot be made of 9 and 4, 1 or 9, 2, 2 because both of these 9s are taken. It also can't be a 6, 6, 1 because the 1s get used up. So it must be a 6, 3, 2 then? Thanks. Since that can't be a 6 or a 2, that one has to be 3. 6, 2, 6, 2. Do we have enough to figure this out then? Because there are only 4 numbers left. 3 of them go here. And I would think only one combination of them equals 19. So what's left? 1, 2, 3 is left. Okay. Maybe I'll put 3 here so those don't block any numbers. 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So what combination of them equals 19? Okay. 4, 7, 8. Building. That has to be a 3 then. That can't be a 1, so it must be a 5. That solves that. And that solve anything else? Not yet, I don't see. Okay, that also leaves just one number left for there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I feel like the sums over multiple, like that have at least 3 numbers, especially if they're around a corner, are like the last to get filled in because there's so many combinations that can make them up. But at least we're getting closer. Can I find anything else? Can I find what's okay? Well, thinking about 3 and how like subtracting to get to 3, there's only 3 middle numbers. It has to be a 4 and something, a 5 and something, or a 6 and something. It can't be a 4 because a 4 definitely goes there, so that rules out something. It can't be a 2 and 5 because 2 or 5 is either getting used there. It could be a 5 and 8 though, so I can't completely rule out 5. So it can't be a 6 and 3, but it could be a 6 and 9. So it just depends on what else I find. I still can't put anything in yet. Can I figure these out? I don't think I have enough to. One, 4, 2, 8. What else is missing? 9. That's right. Okay, so 9 and that's 16. 23 minus 16. Minus 16. 7. Yes, it is possible to make 7, so I can't rule that out. Hmm. Yes. Hmm. Can I figure out where 7 goes here? Probably not. That could still be a 7, 1, 1. That could be a 7, 4. 7 could also go there. Are any of you noticing something really obvious that I'm missing? S- Sometimes I feel like I miss really obvious things. Is it cheating to check to make sure I'm on the right track so far? I don't want to check. I feel like that's cheating. While this I can't definitively rule this out from being 1 and 4, I feel like it's more likely going to be 8 and 2 because if it's 1 and 4, that means it won't matter the placement. Like the placement of this 1 and 4 won't matter. So I feel like that's most likely an 8 and 2, but I can't do anything for sure. What can I do? Maybe a better question is, does a 1 go in 16 or does a 1 go in 15 for this bottom row? Think about what's left besides the 7 and 9. We have 1, 2, 3. No, it won't let me put 4 in there. So 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. Okay. Yes, besides the 7 and 9, it's just a 1, 2, 4. So thinking about where the 1 goes and where the 2 goes. 1 is in here. The rest would need to make up 15. So if 1 went in there, the 2 and the 4 would have to go in here. So that would be 6. That would make that 9. I hope I remember these notes so I don't think I'm saying like it is that number. So if that was 1, so 9. So 1, can that be, could be a 7 and 8 to make 15. Could also be a 9 and 6, because that doesn't rule anything out. Wait, if 1 went in here, the next biggest one you couldn't, it would have to be a 2, 4 there because 1 and 4, that's 5, and there's no 10. A 2, 4, there is no 10 either, so that means 1 has to go in the 16. Yeah. Okay, so that's 2, 4, 2, 4. That means that must be 9. That could still be a 7, 8, or a 9, 6. At least we got somewhere. I also feel like this is unlikely to be a 2, 6 because kind of like how if that's a 1 and 4, those will matter. If that's 2, 6, the order of those won't matter, but I can't rule it out. That also means that has to be a 9, right? Because 9 can't go there, 9 can't go there, 9 can't go there. That must be a 9. Okay, so then we have to form 7. Forming 7 here, forming 7 here. So that means it will be hard to rule this out since this other one that runs parallel is also 7. Okay, that can't be a 6, right? Because if it is whatever goes there, let's say that's 2, that would make this a 4. And then with 2 and 4 used, there's nothing available for division to get to 4. So that rules out 6. But it could still be a 7 and 1 and 2 ones. Can it be a 7 and 1? Because if it was, thinking would have to be in 8, 2. Or get 2. So that couldn't be a 5. That would have to be 6, 3. And nothing would equal 7, right? What would be left? 1, 2. Yeah, 5 and 4 make 9, which is too high. Yeah, I'm to have a 6 that can't have. Okay, but there's still a lot of combinations that can form 9. 5 could be, it can't have a 2, 2 because a 2 is used somewhere here, so it can't have 2 of them. It could be a 5, 3, 1. 5, since I don't know for sure if the 5 would go there. It could be a 5, 3, and that would make that a 1. Also make that a 4. So that would be a 2, 8, and a 2. If he does that, leave, that would have to be, that couldn't I would have to use a 4 in there somewhere. 4, 1, 6. Okay, and 7. So that could be a 5. So I can't rule out 5. If 4 was the largest number, there are just like so many combinations. Could be a 4. It can't be two fours. It can't be 4, 4, 1 because a 4 goes there. Be a 4, 3, 2. Mm, 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 mm. This work. No, that can't because that would mean a 2 and a 4 gets used. Oh, wait, that's right. This was my scratch. I'm taking a really long time to solve this one puzzle. What if 3 was the high? No, 3 can't be the highest number. So that does have to be a 5, 3, 1, like we found. 5, 3, 3, 1, 8, 2, 8, 2. That means this is a 4, 2. That can't be a 5. It can it be a 6? No, because of that. So that means this is 6 and 1. 1, 6, 3, 4, 7. Yeah, I think 4, 7. Since a 4 must go, and those like 4s can't go anywhere else in those two. And 2 can't go in there because it has to go in here. And if it doesn't go in there, then it's going in there. Okay. Can I rule out anything further? One moment, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. This is taking me a really long time. One has to go. What else is missing from here? Is it a 6? We can't rule out six from there because this could be a nine. We can't rule out six from there, I don't think. It's 23 minus six. That could be six, eight, nine. Well, based on what's left, that has to be either a six or eight. Eight, seven, because it can't be nine, six. Oh, so an eight is getting used somewhere. At least we figured that out. We can figure out yet. Can't be a three, six, four, five, but it could still be both a, oh, and that can't be a one, eight, so that has to be a two, seven. That can't be a two, so that has to be a two. And that one has to be a five. And I figured that out. So that's 15. That can't be made of 8, 7, so that has to be made of 9, 6. This 9 goes in here. Two, 6. Anything else? Well, that was pretty good. That got us a lot further. What is left? That's either a 5, 8 or 6, 9. That can't be a 5, 8 because that's 13 and that will make that 10. That has to be 6, 9, which makes that 5, 8. Nines. So that's an 8. What's 23 minus 8 again? 15. Can't be an 8, 7 based on where the 8 is. It has to be a 6 and 9. One, 2, 6, 3, 7. We did it! It only took me 35 minutes. Okay, thank you. I think that took me so long where it's the only Ken Ken puzzle I'm going to do today. But thank you for sticking around. I'll see you again soon.